everybody, I am in my pajamas, sorry about that. It is just early in the morning and I've run out of baby wipes and I've run out of face wipes, so I need to make some, and I thought, why don't I just make them for you guys so you can see how I do them. I use these obviously for the baby, I use them obviously for my face, but I also I take them out with me so I can clean things. Lots of the times if we put the baby in the trolley, I do have like a trolley cover and I have a blanket I put down, but I like to just like clean it a little bit. I just don't like all the germs going into his little mouth and on his hands, and I clean his hands all the time. So these are perfect and they are super cheap, way cheaper than getting like one of those 80 packs of like Huggies or Curash. I find that they, lots of the time, make Noah's bum go really red. I also find they can be a little bit too wet, I don't know, and it must just leave too much moisture on the skin, and then when his butt cheeks rub together or whatever, it causes rashing and anything like that. So these are au natural and so much cheaper than buying them from the store. So without further ado, I will show you guys how I make them. Now, you want to start off with something that you can put them in that can be airtight. You can find Tupperware ones. I prefer this one. I don't know, I just think it looks a bit cuter, and then you can obviously seal it like this. So you want this. And then these are your nappy liners, disposable nappy liners. This is a Big Love one. It's actually a lot smaller because I've used some of it for Noah's cloth nappies, but you can find these at Big W, at Kmart, at Target, at probably Woolies or Coles. You can find them anywhere. They're about $10 for a roll, and this is probably half used, so it's huge. Like, it is a huge roll. This lasts me maybe like a month if I'm using them every day at home. So you want to start off with one of these, and I just go in the center there, and I just start pulling it out. You find the end one like this, and you just pull it out a little bit. Just pull it out a little bit, because you'll start from the center rather than going from the outside. It's just a lot easier to just pull it out the center, and these are material-y. They rip off really easy. So once you found the middle, then you pop it in. So ideally you want it to be a little bit bigger, just so you're squishing it in. I have just used too much of it, so it is a little bit loose in there, but that's okay. Just means we'll have to maybe use a little bit less water, but anyway, we'll set that aside. So I've got 1 cup here, which is 250 mils, and I've got my coconut oil. 1 cup of coconut oil into a measuring jug. I've got that here. Then you're going to get your boiled water. Now this should be boiled but cooled slightly, so it's not still like boiling hot. It doesn't matter if it's gone cold. The reason you boil it is just to get all the bacteria out of the water that are in the tap. Unless you have a filter, you can just use that instead. So I've poured 1 cup, and I'll pour that in with my coconut oil, and then I'm going to pour a 2nd cup. Sometimes if the roll's bigger and there's more or wipes, then I'll use more water. Alright, so I've got that mixture. You can see it's sort of separated there. That's quite cool. Be careful if you are using hot water, because it does burn. I just bloody burnt myself. And you want to get your essential oils. Now, I am using doTERRA oils. They are quite expensive oils. I got these as a Christmas present from my mother-in-law, but you can use pretty much any good essential oils. So I'm using lavender. So I don't know if you can see that. I'm bloody hell. Lavender, and I'm going to pop 3 drops of lavender in. 1, 2, very slow. 3, there we go. Now with essential oils, especially the doTERRA ones, if you have doTERRA, they are really potent. So you need, when I say 1, 2 or 3 drops, you need exactly the amount of drops, because it can be very strong. I thought at first, I'm like, oh, it's only 1 drop, put a couple in, and it's too much, especially for little baby skin. You really don't need that much. And then I'm going to go with the tea tree and put a couple of drops of tea tree in. So lavender is, I'm just going to put 2 drops of the tea tree in. Lavender is calming on the skin, it's relaxing. I always put it in my diffuser at night time for Noah to calm him, and so he knows when he gets that smell around him it's bedtime, and that'll be really nice and calming on the skin, and it's a beautiful smell. Then I use the tea tree, which is, or this one, which is antibacterial. So that's the one that's really going to clean his skin when he's got a pooey nappy or a wet nappy. This is what's going to clean it, which is going to stop any bacteria on the skin. It's antiseptic and it also smells really good. It's also good for your muscles as well, and good for your hair care, skin care if you're an adult as well. You can get basically any essential oils with these two. The On Guard is a special blend from doTERRA that I use. This one is really good. Basically it does the same sort of thing as the tea tree. So if you don't have the tea tree with the doTERRA, you can use On Guard, but this is antiseptic and it's basically going to clean. I'm just going to put 1 drop of this in because I just like it. I actually put 2 drops in water and soak an apple in it, and it's really good if you think you're going to come down with a cold or you're feeling a little bit under the weather. It's really, really good. So I'm going to just get a fork or a spoon, whatever you've got on hand, and just mix them through. That smells beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to get this. If this is fuller, it probably works a little bit better. This is the part where you want to make sure you want to cover all of the wipe. So when you put it on, you just pour it and just make sure that you're getting and you're covering the whole thing. When you have it more squished in there, you want to make sure you're pulling back the sides to get down the sides. This is just what I have left, and I don't really want to waste any, so I'm just going to pour it in. Now pour it in bits. What you want to do is just make sure that it's getting soaked in and there's not any left at the bottom. So I don't need to use all of it. What I'm going to do is either you can store this in the fridge, save it for next time, or you can use it on another wipe. If you have another load of wipes or another container that you want to use, you can keep using it. But I am, with this one, just going to go put it in a container, store it in the fridge, and then I can use it next time. So then what you want to do is it's still going to be kind of warm in there. You just leave the lid off for a little while just for the water to cool down. I like to do it when it's still kind of hot water, because then I feel like if there's anything nasty in the actual container, that it sort of kills that off. Just making sure that it's all soaking in. So you leave that out just to cool for a little bit. Then once it's done, obviously pop this on, make it nice and tight, and there you go. You've got your wipes. Well, I hope that was informative for you. I love using this sort of concoction that I found because it is a lot cheaper than getting loads of wipes. If you have a baby, especially newborns, they go through wipes like you wouldn't believe. So I like to use it because it is a little bit more expensive in the startup. So when you get the coconut oil and the essential oils, can be a little bit expensive, but you get so much out of it. Rather than the 80 wipes that probably last you a couple of weeks, this will last me a month, maybe more for one lot. This will last me a month, and then the actual essential oils will last me forever and ever and ever. I've had this for about 2 months now, and I don't know if you can see, but that's how much tea tree I've used in 2 months. So this is going to last me a really, really long time. You can get kind of cheaper coconut oils, and obviously water is free. So it is a lot cheaper in the long run, and they're so much more gentle on your skin and your baby's skin, especially baby's bums are really, really sensitive, and his bum goes really red if I use any other wipes, whereas this, because it has that coconut oil through it, has all the essential oils, and it acts as a barrier cream as well. I love it. I think it's really beautiful on your skin. Do you love him? Do you love him so much? Oh, I love you so much. Oh, I love you so much. Oh, Mum, you're embarrassing me. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. We will see you in the next video. I hope you all have an awesome Christmas, and I hope you all have a great New Year. We're going away for New Year. We're going to Adelaide. Woohoo. So I may have to record a couple of videos so that I can just like put them up before I go and have them like there so you don't miss out on any. Hey cutie bum, are you gonna say see you next time everybody, thanks for watching? Say see you later everyone, have a great Christmas.